Hey, love bugs, welcome to Love Grind. I'm so glad that you joined me this evening. Tonight, we're going to talk about love withdrawal and how long does it last. Did you know that love withdrawal can trigger the same brain pathways as a drug withdrawal? Studies show that heartbreak activates areas of the brain linked to addiction, making it a real emotional crisis, not just a phase. Wow, that's good to know. Love withdrawal is the emotional crash that happens when a romantic connection is suddenly lost. Whether through breakup or emotional disconnection, the aftermath can affect your mental health, focus, and sense of identity. You might replay old memories, check your phone obsessively, or feel physical symptoms like loss of appetite or sleep. The challenge is that love withdrawal isn't always taken seriously, yet it can derail your daily life and impact how you connect with others in the future. It's normal for people who experience the loss of a relationship through divorce or a breakup to experience a grieving process. They feel hurt, pain, abandonment, reactions, sorrow, and heartache. There might be a sense of failure, hopelessness, loss, despair, fear, or desperation. They will move through a grieving cycle with varying lengths of time. Eventually, as they move through these emotions, they will come to feel better and heal. And that's something to look forward to, knowing that these are hard emotions, but once you get through them, there's such an amazing transformation that'll take place. You just have to get through those hard feelings. For the love addict and some with an anxious attachment style, the grief goes beyond the normal stages of the grieving process, love bugs, where they get stuck in one or more of the levels of grief, which turns into an extremely painful withdrawal. They ache and they throb, and they desperately want relief. They experience a deep yearning and obsession to have any connection with their lost partner because they identify through the partner's eyes mostly, and that's what love addiction and codependency is. All right, they feel a loss of self-identity. It's gone. Withdrawing from love is life without the medication relied upon, coming down from the unrealistic fantasy, no longer available to numb and deny the self. Now you gotta face who you really are, and that's a scary process. A primary symptom of love withdrawal is obsessing over an ex, having ongoing, seemingly unending, intrusive thoughts or images of an ex-partner. I used to dream about my ex having sex, and I'd wake up so pissed off, like, oh shit, I'm still sexless. It's terrible. Obsessive love thoughts could occur in many forms, such as having recurring fantasies, all right, about recapturing the love interest and romantic relationship, the magical person that you lost, the good times, the sex, passion, chemistry, intensity, while ignoring or filtering the truth that it was more chaos than bliss. Obsession fans a love addict's feelings of rejection into an emotional inferno. It is the pinnacle of all the experiences of withdrawing from love and other addictions. The preoccupied thoughts often seem to take control, and one feels extremely powerless to stop them. Even if love addicts want to stop or slow down obsessive thoughts, they are often unable to. Obsessive thinking is often the purest form of distortion or irrational thoughts and withdrawal, involving the compulsive need to think about certain people, situations, or behaviors over and over again. I became like crazy with obsession about how that other person was and why he would leave. It started taking over my days, and I had to really say, you know what, enough is enough. Love withdrawal tends to unfold in stages, love bugs. First, there's the shock. Your system crashes from the loss of dopamine and oxytocin. Next is the emotional chaos sets in, the grief, the anger, the bargaining, sometimes depression. And then slowly, if supported by self-care, you begin to accept, adjust, and rebuild. This isn't a linear process, and relapses are common, especially if you stop contact with your ex or are caught in a cycle of rumination. So if you have to talk to your ex in some way, if you are worried about how the grandma is, that's not something that you want to stay involved with, because it's going to cause you to stay in that space, that obsessive space. And we don't want to be there any longer, right? How long will love withdrawal last? How long love addiction withdrawal lasts is one of the most frequently asked questions from my online recovery group. Understandably, since it's such an excruciating experience for most. The truth of the matter is, how long love and relationship addiction withdrawal will vary from person to person. In my online counseling, I work with many different people through this awful experience. I've seen love addicts experience a rapid decrease in their symptoms of withdrawal. On average, intense symptoms can last from 6 weeks to 3 months to 2 years, but full recovery depends on various factors like how deep the bond was, whether you have support, if you're engaging in self-destructive coping like stalking social media, shitter in person, or trying to win them back. The healing timeline varies, but with intention and boundaries, it absolutely gets better. It absolutely does. Generally, when we face the pain and grief of withdrawing from an addicted relationship, we tend to go into survival mode, turning to old coping strategies or adaptive behavior responses. It is logical to say if we allow this to happen, growth and healing cannot occur, and we continue to abandon ourselves and any chance of genuine love and intimacy in our future. Fully embracing a solutions-oriented healing process can significantly improve and speed up the healing process. Another factor that will no doubt contribute to how long withdrawal will last is the amount of contact you have with the next partner, your drug. Every time you have contact, it's like a recovering alcoholic, still experiencing symptoms of his or her withdrawal. It's like an alcoholic going into a bar, just taking a couple of shots. It helps for a little bit, but a no-contact rule is critical to your healing process. It definitely is. I can't express that the most. Time will heal, but if you are staying in certain behaviors like looking at their social media, trying to call them, you will stay stagnant. Love withdrawal is real, it's powerful, and it's survivable. Recognize it for what it is, an emotional detox that takes time and care to get through. One thing for sure, what determines how long withdrawal from a breakup lasts depends on what recovery path the person takes. In other words, are they seeking recovery advice and guidance from friends or family, maybe a professional, who understand this problem, right? Are they going to any support groups? The experience of withdrawing from an addictive relationship is a tremendous opportunity for growth. Transformation and growth often occur from painful life circumstances and experiences. It sure does. You got to go through something to know how to move differently the next time. It's a bummer, but that's just how it is. Have you ever gone through love withdrawal? How did you cope? Or are you still in it? Share your story in the comments below, and if you need real strategies to get through it, check out my next video or get on lovegrind.com for proven ways to ease the pain and reclaim your peace. Love bugs, I'm so happy that you joined me tonight. I hope you learned something that you can use. All right? Please use empathy with yourself this week. Make all the decisions you can with your heart. And until next time, I'm out.